This press conference will illuminate what I think are three key components of the health tech corridor. Number one, that there truly is an unprecedented collaboration among business, institution, foundations, and the nonprofits involved in driving this initiative. Secondly, that there's very, very real resources that are being directed at the business attraction strategy and real estate development strategy for the health tech corridor. And then finally, the Cleveland Health Tech Corridor is very, very real. And projects like the MidTown Tech Park are proof that this initiative will create jobs and economic development for the city and for the region.
I think there is no better place to invest than Cleveland, and no better place in Cleveland to invest than Midtown. Right after I became Director of Development and Lieutenant Governor, I got a call from a site selection consultant who said that he was trying to decide about whether or not to build a building in Ohio or Kentucky. And he said, I've got two plots of land I'm looking at. One in Southwest Ohio that is perfect for our needs because it is large enough that actually will accommodate expansion. It's also near rail. It's near highways. It's perfect for interconnecting with transportation. And then there's this land in northern Kentucky that is smaller. We really won't be able to expand. It's not good location. And then he said to me something I'll never forget. He said, we're going to Kentucky. And I said, can you explain that to me? He said, sure. The problem with that land in Ohio, even though it's perfect in every way, is it's not shovel ready. It's environmentally contaminated. And we operate at the speed of business, not the speed of government. We want to make sure that if we're going to go somewhere, we can decide like that. We'd rather take the good over the perfect. And that lesson in those first couple days in office reminded me that we had in government to operate at the speed of business. The Job Ready Sites program is a program that is unique. We basically identify tracts of land and buildings that we think have enormous economic development potential. And even if we do not have a developer identified, we do the work anyway. In this particular case, we were blessed because we had a developer identified. You see right there the Geis Company. Geis companies have been around Northeast Ohio for a long time and have done phenomenal work. But it takes guts and it takes courage to venture out into new territory, and that's what Fred Geis and his team at Geis Companies have done. I think it's also fair to say that somebody else, in addition to Fred, that I want to mention is Terry Coyne. And as you know, 62% of those of here today are in the Coyne family. Terry was on the board of the Center for Families and Children and was one of the people who encouraged me to look at Midtown. And Terry was also one of the first people to tell the governor and me about this project and why it was so important. So today around the state, we're announcing projects worth about $31 million. And make no mistake about it, this was an intense competition. We wish we had more dollars. There were 41 applications that we reviewed, and only 13 were awarded grants in 11 counties around the state. And here in Midtown, this is particularly exciting because I think it's fair to say that when you are creating jobs, creating new industries, and bringing land to life, that is economic development at its best. Today we're giving the maximum award that we can give in the Job Ready Sites program, $3.5 million, right here in the Midtown Tech Corridor. And I think it's fair to say that the construction of the 112,000-foot Technical Research Center is going to be a prime location for the up-and-coming biomedical-related companies that are putting Ohio on the map as we speak. I want to finally say thank you to Mayor Jackson. The mayor and I have had a wonderful partnership these last 4 years. And there is more momentum in this state and particularly in this city because of leaders like Mayor Frank Jackson. So thank you for giving us the chance to make these awards all around the state, including in my hometown and my favorite part of hometown, Midtown.
You know, I want to say how much I appreciate the Lieutenant Governor Fisher for his partnership, particularly over the last 4 years. He's worked with us on not just this, but on many occasions with many projects, and without his assistance in Columbus, much of what we do could not happen. And an example of this partnership is this Job Ready grant. Now, I know that we in the city of Cleveland, through Chris Warren and Tracy Nichols, we have invested in this project also, but what really makes it happen is this grant. I want to, again, thank you and tell you how much I appreciate it. I also want to recognize the vision of Mr. Geis and Mr. Coyne in doing this. They recognize how this is an opportunity, a good business opportunity, but also a great opportunity to support and solidify Midtown, Midtown Cleveland. And this flex space that will be developed here will actually work in conjunction with all the other things that are going on in Midtown that will really bring us together and make this a prime space for technology and biotechnology. Again, I want to thank the Lieutenant Governor and Mr. Geis and Mr. Coyne for the contribution. Thank you.
It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here this afternoon. As Jim Haviland stated, we've been early partners in this venture. 5 years ago, when I was inaugurated into this position, Jim was one of the first people I sat down with to learn what I was getting myself into. And after speaking with him and with him sharing the Midtown vision with me, and particularly what was planned for what we then called the Euclid corridor, I was very impressed, and I could see where this was going. And I'm pleased to say that I've been an early supporter and partner with Midtown in making this project happen. I'm having a hard time. I'm so used to calling it the Geis Project or the Geis Property, so I'm going to have to get used to the new name. But I'm very happy that we have a new name and that we're finally on our way. There's been some fits and starts along the way, and some setbacks as with any project. But you know, we're there now, and we see it. And to those people in our community who still like to say that the health tech line, the Euclid corridor project was a waste of time, they need to come and see what's going on. This is phenomenal. I used to say Midtown was the best kept secret in our city, and it's no longer a secret. Everybody sees all the great things that are going on here. To Mr. Geis, Mr. Coyne, the Geis companies, Midtown, the BioEnterprise, and all of our other partners in this venture, I say thank you for investing in Cleveland, in this neighborhood, for putting your money where your mouth is, where other people pulled up stakes and left, where other people don't believe, where other people are criticizing and throwing water on everything that we try to do in this city. I thank you greatly. Now, this is a great project, and this is going to do so much for this community, for Ward 5. You're going to bring jobs. You're bringing additional development. We're going to be able to attract retail and restaurants and other things here. This is a great, great day in Midtown. Thank you very much.
The timing for this facility, the MidTown Tech Center, couldn't be better. As these companies continue to grow within the incubators, their desire is to stay as close as they can to these institutions. But what's missing is available buildings that they can move into immediately to continue their growth and not miss a beat. Quote Lieutenant Governor Fisher, it's about moving at the speed of business, taking good as opposed to perfect. Allowing this building to move forward with the combined efforts of the city, the state, and the county will enable those businesses to continue to create jobs here in Cleveland and here in Northeast Ohio. So I want to close by congratulating Midtown Cleveland, the city of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, the folks from Geis and Companies and Terry Coyne for today's announcement. And I want to thank in particular the state of Ohio, Lieutenant Governor Fisher, your team at the Department of Development, Mayor Jackson and Councilwoman Cleveland, and your team at the City of Cleveland for believing in our vision of the Health Tech Corridor and contributing to its development through your support. Thank you.